Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this space. I am so pleased and grateful that you're here. So let's get going. This is your card of the day. All right, so we're using the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck this week by Radley Valentine, images by Dan Craig, and we are using the wheel as our card of the week, which is from Archangel Power Tarot deck, also by Radley Valentine. And my isms today is two affirmations. I am aligned with my missions and anchored in my purpose. This to me speaks to clarity, speaks to being present, being in the here and now, and really setting the intention. And then it also says, I am ready for cosmic teamwork, meaning I'm ready to work with my spirit guides, my angels, to bring me what I need for today. So let's get right to the card of the day. And then I've got a couple of extra bits and pieces for you to chew on. So, Great Father in the sky, loving Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, beings of light from all four corners and all realms, I welcome you to this space, and I give humble thanks to be your messenger. I set the intention to see, to feel, to hear, to know your sacred words, and to deliver a message in such a way that it enlightens, inspires, heals, brings love, hope, and faith to all who come. So be it, and so shall it be. One more go round. Top of the pile. Okay, got it. The Emperor, the wise one, the one who brings us what we need. And we're seeing here, to me, it's Archangel Michael with his sword of light pushing upward, blue wings, sitting on his throne as he rightfully should, representing he who is like God. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of whatever situation, this situation, and accept a leadership role. Structure and discipline is what's needed today. Now, this obviously is number 4 card, Roman numeral here, and the wheel is Archangel Jeremiel. So these two wonderful archangels have come, and the wheel in a major arcana is moving things forward. Now, Saturn went forward last weekend right around the new moon, and Saturn really talks about the different challenges that are facing us individually, as a whole. Doesn't matter what star sign, sun sign you are, star sign being the rising sign. This week is really not about rebuilding, or at least today is not really much about rebuilding. It's more about building and setting up the structure for what is to come next. While we are perhaps in the news culture, the chaos culture, the day-to-day mess that most are talking about, it requires someone who is organized, focused, present, together with a plan. And for that, my friends who are here, we do need to go inward. We do need to align with the missions and be anchored in the purpose. So our Archangel Michael is here to get you into the mode of what is absolutely necessary for you to be in your mission, anchored in your purpose. Also offering these two amazing archangels that want to come, and spirit guides too, if you are more aligned with the gods, the goddesses, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, the Master Jesus, if you will, the Mother Mary, or you could be into the Hindu gods, Shiva. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the other ones that they don't come to mind, but it well, Shiva's a great destroyer. Ganesh is a remover of obstacles. And then we have so many others, Parvati, all of them. Um, we can sit, Krishna, another one that comes to mind. We can sit with the great saints and all of the various traditional religious heads, religious, spiritual leaders. I call them ascended masters. They've all gone before. It is a vibrational energy no matter what. And the reason why we are drawn to such gods, goddesses, saints, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, all of them, we are drawn to them because that's where we connect to our portals to the other side, to what's through the veil. And it really doesn't matter whether you're here on earth and you've studied Christianity, Catholicism, or any of them, or the Islamic traditions, the Jewish traditions. It doesn't matter what traditional channel you're following, there's going to be an ascended teacher, a scholar, a greater energy, vibration that will be drawn to you. And when you look at all of the various different ways of studying, we can all find ourselves on our path, providing we follow what speaks to our heart, speaks to love, speaks to light, speaks to the journey that we're on. And this is what we're about today. Now, today happens to be a number 7. Now, the number 7, when you're talking about numerology, is linked to being introspective, it's linked to being focused, it's linked to being meditative, but it's also an indication that you're on the right path. You cannot be on the wrong path. You can have your doubts, most certainly. You can have your, well, I really don't know, that doesn't seem clear to me. This is where you're ready for the cosmic teamwork. If you are in doubt, show me. You say, I call to my higher realms. I call to the ascended masters. I call to the archangels, my guardian angels. More importantly, I give thanks for your presence, and I'm willing to listen, I'm willing to know, and I wish for you, without any doubt, to show me. You can use prayers like, thank you for being with me always, in all directions, time and space. Let there be no limit to the clarity with which you bring me today. And then you can also say, thank you for removing confusion. Thank you for removing doubts. Thank you for removing anything that gets in the way of your mission and your purpose. Now, what I will add to that, whenever your mission and your purpose involves happiness, harmony, and joy, you are on the right path. We are aligned with happiness, harmony, and joy. So when you have that charge that things are lightening up and you're loving it and you're enjoying it and people are responding to it, this is on the right path. That is what I mean by them showing no doubts in your mind. So when we look at a number 7 in angel numerology, it is linked to the 7 of cups, or in this case, 7 of water. Now, the symbolism, if you're looking at angel tarot, the 7 of cups, not so much in this particular deck, but in the angel tarot deck, the 7 of cups is like they lie on the bottom of the ocean, and each one has a colored light to it. It follows the 7 chakras, which is where it all becomes a little introspective. And you can look at the 7 chakras, like the dark blue is for the third eye and speaks to intuition. The purple is for the crown and talks about solutions to problems. The green speaks to the heart, love, compassion of others, listening to your intuition, your feelings, your guidance. Red, right down at the base, the root. It's what anchors us to the love of Mother Earth. And it also deals with finances and business and decisions of how to monetize ourselves. Orange is all about, it's the sacral chakra, it's all about creativity, sexuality, reproduction, manufacturing, all of those things. Yellow, right down at the solar plexus, is how we feel. what's empowering us, what is our lives drawn to do, those gut feelings. And then, of course, the light blue, the pale blue, is all about the throat chakra. It's about communication. Now, if you are a traditional tarotist, this would be the Seven of Cups. Now, when I looked at the numerology, the moon phases of this, it's going introspective and doing some of the kind of the paperwork, if you will, the journaling, the thinking, the writing. This is encouraging us to write down a sentence that goes something like, my current, biggest, most audacious goal and wish is dot dot dot, fill in the blank. You can also say, you can turn it into an affirmation, as if it's already happening. I am anchored to my purpose and in my mission. I am ready for cosmic teamwork. I am on the path to manifest my most audacious dream. Um, you can do action steps. I'm going to take steps towards this goal in 24 hours, in 72 hours, in this, in that. And you write down the steps you're going to take. In this coming week, I'm going to do this. In this coming month, I'm going to do that. Whatever your heart desires you to do. The number 7, Archangel Michael. The number 10, the wheel. All about moving forward. There's a lot of sometimes kerfuffle about this planet Saturn, particularly since the sun is in Scorpio, which is death and rebirth. And we're also looking at the breaking down of the autumnal signs of the zodiac. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but the way I look at this as a lay person, as a student, if you will, of how I want to know where the dots line up. How does this all line up and give me something to show and share with you? So I'll share my own thoughts and feelings about, well, what's my biggest audacious goal? Last week I shared with you that I had this notion of buying a domain, and I did. I think it goes something like divinefriendsnetwork.com. Now, the GoDaddy people want to add on all the other ones. Info, net, blah, 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 blah. But I was not convinced that was on my pathway, so I let it sit, parked it up. I continued letting that idea marinate. My biggest audacious goal would be to develop a social, psychic network platform, what have you. And when I looked at, well, how does this work? What does it look like? It is the bringing together of everybody in all different ways, in all different means, in all different modes, similar to the way Hay House does it. The difference is when you're looking at social media platforms, there's an awful lot of control going on. I was learning from a gentleman that certain platforms depict and choose the ways with which they decide what you show, when you show it, how you show it. I understand decency. I understand there's a need to control all of that. I understand that, out there, just as much as there are light, love, understanding, all of this, there's also the opposite. We have to have that balance. We've got to have the shadow side, the difficult side, the not so pleasant side of life in order for us to appreciate the other part of it. So I get that completely. Is it a big, audacious goal to decide, well, I'd like to be the way, what is his name, whoever started Facebook, that fellow, like to be him? Of course I would. Who wouldn't? And others. Do I want to get to a position where, me personally, no, I'm not so much wanting to create the next app that gets bought by one of these big ones. I don't want to be the next TikTok. I don't want to. But what I'm trying to get to is my biggest audacious goal is where social media has people tapping in, tuning in, and turning on to something that lights them up. Let's face it, it does light most of us up. We get connected, we stay connected globally. this would be for all kinds of people, in all kinds of divine realms, in all kinds of light, love, um, um, angelic, ascended masters, all the great teachers, those of us that are coming up to learn all of this, sharing communities, neighborhoods, a little bit like what Starbucks is to coffee. I would love that, to have a place where people can land and go in and pop in and have a conversation, maybe about numerology, maybe about astrology, maybe about how we lift the vibration of the entire world so that all of this weird, odd, strange destruction, which is really an opening of the new earth, the new way of being, the new way of living, the new way of going. And my two lovely girls, Gertrude, is saying, "Oh, child, you're oh, child, you're getting into the weeds. Getting into the weeds. Come on, come on, come on." She's saying, "Come on back out. Getting deep." All right. Beatrice is sitting there quite proud as a peacock. On the other side, I still see these two women or female entities sitting across from a table in a tea shop, and there's a teapot in the middle, and they're going back and forth kibitzing. I love this. It's just, and then they're in this lofty space while I'm here chatting to you, and every once in a while I chip in with a little thing to say. Thank you, ladies, or entities or energies, because I know that you don't have. You're not people. That's how they appear to me. Um, they're just delightful, and we all need a bit of delight. Now I'm completely off topic. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you, Beatrice. Anyway, you get my drift. When you think of an audacious goal, and today you're on the right path, it is sifting through the mental madness that becomes something incredible. Knock out anything that stops you from being audacious, that stops you from being magnificent, that stops you from being unbelievable. And also remember, you are perfection unfolding. It isn't that you chase perfection, it isn't that you go after perfection. It is already there underneath the programming that said you were not. Anytime you find yourself making a negative statement about yourself, "I don't think I can do that. I'm not sure I can do that." Change it. Instead of "I can't" to "I might be able to." I'm going to allow the idea of it. I'm going to learn how to do it. I'm going to see what that takes. I'm going to, I'm going to, I'm going to, I'm going to. And then you're ready for the cosmic teamwork to take over and send you to the people, the places, the situations, the things that bring it, if that makes sense. Until tomorrow, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Please do share this, get these numbers up, and I will talk to you soon. Much love. Bye.